Hello everyone, Nick here. Welcome to my channel and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So I'm here for the 54321 product challenge. This is a challenge that was started by, what's his name? I always forget his name. He's named after a cartoon character, Elmer Fudd. So Elmer Fudd started this challenge in 2019. And what it is, the 54321 challenge is what it is you challenge somebody to pick 5 soaps out of their collection, their wet shaving collection. 4 aftershaves, 4 of their favorite aftershaves, 3 of their favorite brushes, 2 of their favorite razors, and 1 last is their favorite razor blade. And you could choose it for any reason. You could choose them for, as far as the soaps go, you can choose them for the base, for the scent, whatever your reason is for it being your favorite and you picking those 5, that's your reason, that's what you're going to present. And yeah, so I wanted to do this because I ran across it on YouTube and I thought, wow, that is such a great idea. It was really, really popular when Elmer Fudd first launched this idea and started, sending out challenges. And it is a challenge because when you look at the stuff you have in your collection, you're like, wow, so what do I pick? It's very challenging to pick 5 soaps, 4 splashes, 3 brushes, 2 razors, and then your favorite razor blade. It is a challenge because a lot of us wet shavers, especially us that have channels and are reviewing these products, there is just so much good stuff out there. And then you think, well, I don't even have so-and-so's product, so I don't even know. But it's a challenge for you to pick what you have in your collection. And the reason for that is your reason. There's no right or wrong answer here. I wanted to relaunch this. Like I said, it started in 2019, super, super popular. It made its rounds through the wet shave community. And so I watched a bunch of videos on it. And what I got from it was, yes, it is a challenge because it's a challenge to pick out what you're gonna present, right? But more, it was more than that. It was something that brought people together. It was a way to support each other. You're tagging these people, and therefore those people, they do the challenge, and then they tag people. And so you're tagging people you want to support and that you like. And so it's bringing people together. It's recognizing people, people that are watching your channel. They're going to go say, oh, well, he tagged this person. Then they're going to go watch that channel. And it just brings everybody together. It's a game of support, if you will. It shows support. And then it's a learning tool too, because then you're watching the people that you tagged, you're watching what they're going to present. And then you're learning from them. You're learning stuff, why that product is their favorite product. So I think that's just awesome. It's just such a cool tool to use to bring the community together, to communicate with the community, to uplift other people. This is a really, really cool thing. So it hasn't been around for years. I was watching the videos, and I think the earliest video I found was like 5 years old. So like I said, it made its rounds and it died off. So I want to relaunch this idea. This is such a great idea. I wanted to get a hold of Elmer Fudd, just to get his permission, and I can't find him anywhere. And then Kevy Shaves was tagged by somebody to do this 54321, and he said, he's like, if I don't tag you, and you see this video and you want to do it, just do it. It's great for the community. Just do it. So I was like, you know what? That's right. I'm just going to do it. And I'm going to tag people that I feel like would be cool to tag. And I want to know their ideas and what their favorites are. And just to uplift them and communicate with them, I think that would be really cool. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, it's the 5 soaps, the 4 splashes, the 3 brushes, the 2 razors, and the favorite razor blade. And so I'm just going to get into it right now. My first one I'm going to present, and these are in no order from, favorite to least favorite or from least favorite to favorite. No particular order, just my top favorites that I have in my collection right now and why. So I'm going to present the Ariana and Evans. This is the Barbiere Classico, and this is in their Ultima base. And the reason I picked this soap is because of the Ultima base. Ultima base. Yeah, this is such a nice base. It's very good performing base. I'm blown away by it every single time I use it. And this Barbiere Classico, it smells really good too. It's a lovely, lovely scent, classic barbershop scent. But that's my first soap right there. And my second soap is Barrister and Mann Spice. And this is another one that I'm going to pick for the performance. This is super, super slick formula. This is probably one of the best formulas you will find in the market, in my opinion. On the market, in my opinion. This is really, really slick stuff, really good stuff. Will over at Barrister and Mann, he definitely knows what he's doing. And it's the closest homage or dupe to Old Spice. Yeah, that's spot on, man. That smells really good. So I really, really like this soap right here. I really like anything vintage. As you guys know, if you watch my channel, I love anything vintage. So yeah, that's another one. And then this one right here, Diver Down by Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. You know, of course, it's the Crown King 6 base, you know, the CK6 base. So you know it performs really well. But the reason I picked this soap is for one particular ingredient that's in this soap. Diver Down smells really good, performs really good. Yes, but the reason it's in my top 5 is because it has the ingredient spikenard. And what the spikenard does is it actually feels like your face is freezing when you put it on. That was just such the craziest sensation when I first used this soap. I was like, this is really, really making my face feel cold. It's not at all like menthol. Menthol, it does have the cooling effect, you know, especially if you get like the glacial, you know, formulation from Sterling soaps. It feels really cold. But I've noticed that sometimes, depending on the year, the season, you know, menthol, it could feel a little warm. It could feel cool. It could feel cold. The spikenard that's inside of the Diver Down formula, or soap, I'm sorry, the spikenard is just crazy. It's just wild. It makes your face feel like you are putting ice on your face. And in the summertime, that is just amazing. It is so awesome. And that's why this is in here. I've never felt anything like this. I love the spikenard in the Diver Down soap. I think it is an ingredient that should be put in a bunch more soaps. Maybe it is. I don't know. Leave a comment if it is, and I just don't know. Yeah, but that's why this one's in here. And then I've got Noble Otter, and this is their Bar scented soap. This is a really good smelling soap, but the reason I picked this one was because of the performance. Every time I use this guy, I'm just blown away by the performance. The performance is so good, so much cushion. This probably has arguably the best cushion out of all the soaps. I mean, the cushion is something serious, and the slickness is really good too. The scent's really good, but the performance of the soap overall is really, really good. That's why it's in my collection. And my 5th soap that I want to present is all around good everywhere, as far as scent, as far as performance, as far as post-shave feel. This is like all the way around good. And this is my Acqua di Parma Barbiere shave soap. This stuff is good. Like I said, it hits all the points. A lot of these soaps that I just presented, it's got, either the scent or the performance or the post-shave feel. It's either one or the other. This one is all of them, all the way around. And this soap is really, really good. This is not a beginner-friendly soap. This is it's over $10. This is a 4-ounce tub right here. Excuse me. This is a 4-ounce tub. And this is a little over $10 an ounce for this tub right here. So it's not a beginner friendly. It's very expensive. And I have a hard time, now that I'm into it, I've been traditional wet shaving for a while. I'm having a hard time with soaps that are it's getting expensive. You know, razors are getting really expensive. Soaps are getting expensive. Aftershave splashes. It's just getting expensive. And I really think that the artists need to start being careful, because they're going to start pricing out a lot of people. That's just amazing, man. This is just so good. This is, it's here for a reason. And if I was doing it in order from my least favorite to my favorite, this is by far the favorite right here. And so those are my 5 soaps that I wanted to present. And so let's do the splashes now. My 4 favorite aftershave lotions or splashes. My first one I want to present is the Club Med Pinaud. I grew up with this stuff. I love this stuff. I know that a lot of people say that it has like a synthetic smell, you know. Oh, it's that classic powdery citrus barbershop scent, classic barbershop. I don't get the This is interesting. I don't get the synthetic smell from this, but when I compare this to the, let's say, for example, the Sterling Clubman aftershave splash, then this smells like it has like a synthetic smell. It's so weird. But by itself like that, you just pop it open and smell it. You get the citrus and the powdery classic barbershop scent. You don't get the citrus unless you're comparing it to Sterling's, which is real strange. Because I was like, yeah, that's not right. This doesn't have a synthetic smell. I've been using this forever since I was a young kid, and I was like, no. And then I compared it with the Sterling. I was like, whoa, it does have a synthetic smell. That's crazy, but you can't tell unless you're comparing it. But this is why it's in my collection. I love it. It's got a lot of alcohol. It's got that really intense burn, which I really dig. I love it. And the scent is beautiful. And I noticed that this stuff right here, it really like squeezes your face. It makes your face feel so tight. And maybe that's just something I've come to love, be accustomed to. I really love this stuff. This is really, really good stuff. So absolutely, it's in my collection. And then my second splash is going to be Strike Gold Shave. Strike Gold Shave, I think these guys have so much skin food in their post shave, their aftershave. I'm sorry. It just made my skin feel so good, so moisturized, so nourished. I don't know about the scent here. I really dig this scent. This is a really good scent, but I think they have a lot of other really great scents. I hear that Honest Abe is really, really good. To be honest with you, this one here and Lewis and Clark and the Sacagawea or however everybody says it different. Those are the only two Strike Gold Shave aftershave splashes that I've ever smelled, but I hear they smell really good. But either way, however they smell, I really love the post-shave feel. My face feels so good after using the Strike Gold Shave aftershave products. So that's my second one. And the third one is Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Star Jelly. This stuff also, the post shave feel or the after feel of after putting this on and applying it and let it soak in. This stuff makes your face feel really, really good. Again, nourished, moisturized, soothing. This stuff is really, really good. This stuff's on next level, honestly, in my opinion, next level right here. And then my third one is probably the best stuff I've ever put on my face. And this is the Leaf Post Shave Calming Serum. This stuff is just the wildest, craziest stuff I've ever put on my face. It does feel a little greasy. It goes on very greasy, and it stays greasy for a good while. I would say a good 15, 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. It stays greasy, but once it soaks in, oh man, it is just like, it's just amazing how it makes your face feel once it soaks in. If you're dealing with razor burn or any kind of irritation after shaving, this stuff right here, calming serum, it describes it perfect. Calming serum, that's exactly what it does to your face. This is probably, some of the best stuff I've ever put on my face after a shave. I really dig this stuff. Really, really good. So let's get to the brushes. The brushes, this was such a challenge. I understand why they call it the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 challenge. So the first brush I'm going to present is the very first brush that I ever bought when I started wet shaving. And it's my Parker. This is a silver tip Badger. This stuff is complete luxury on your face. A silver tip Badger brush. This is so nice. It's broken in. It's so soft. It doesn't have much backbone when it gets soft. It's just kind of like, just there's no backbone much really there when it gets wet. But it is so thick and luxurious. And it just holds an insane amount of water, and it holds an insane amount of lather, and it's just like on a next level. It's just something so weird, so different. It's hard to explain, but if you guys are using Badgers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is a luxury item, that's for sure. It doesn't need the backbone. It's gonna, even with how soft it is and how it gets, it's gonna whip up a lather no matter what. But that's definitely why this is in my collection for the top 3 brushes. And the next one is my RazoRock with the Ply Soft synthetic. This is amazing. The Ply Soft is amazing. This is like by far probably one of the best synthetics I've ever used on my face. This stuff is just, the Ply Soft is just I was so blown away when I first used the PlySoft. Yeah, love the PlySoft. Such a good brush. I want to get more RazoRock brushes with the PlySoft. I know that there's a one with a black top and it's clear at the bottom. That one's so beautiful. I don't know why I have. That's because I got so much stuff. I really don't need it. I just want it, you know. And then my last one. My last one is my favorite one. My favorite synthetic anyway. So this one is the Yachi Starry Night. There's the Yachi emblem there. This is the Starry Night. This is a huge, I believe this is a 28 millimeter, which it's a little bit big for my face. I don't need something that big, you know, because then I'll start getting in my eyes and in my ears. But it is just so luxurious, so soft. And the reason I have this in my top three is because if you look at the bottom down here, the handle, the way it's shaped here, for some reason, the thickness of my fingers and the length of my fingers, it's like it was made for me. It goes in there so, my fingers go in them grooves so perfect. Just so perfect. Yeah, it is just like, when I first held this brush, I was like, this brush was made for me. Yachi made this brush for me. This is my brush. It is perfect to my finger length, my finger width. It just feels like it was always supposed to be there. And yeah, and then the Starry Night, you know, I think Van Gogh, it's inspired by Van Gogh's painting, the Starry Night painting. It's just a beautiful, beautiful brush. Yachi makes some really good stuff, man. I got a bunch of their brushes and I am just amazed by the quality and the craftsmanship and how beautiful they are. Yeah. So those are my three brushes there. And then my two favorite razors. What a challenge this was. So the Rockwell 6C. This is finished in the gunmetal. This is absolutely such a great, great razor. And I love it because it is an adjustable razor. So you can adjust it to your liking, no matter what coarse hair you have, if it's coarse hair, if it's thin hair, no matter what your hair is, you know, it's going to be made for you because you can adjust it. And you see it's got a big giant head there. It doesn't get in the way. For some reason, just the engineering on it is so perfect that it's easy to get under your nose, to clean up, you know. And I think it's just so user friendly the way it's engineered. It's just so easy to use. It's so forgiving. You know, you don't have to have that perfect angle to where if you're moving the angle a little bit, it's not going to shave very well. No, it's very forgiving. Yeah, absolutely gives you such a great, great shave. And yeah, I can't say enough about it. It's got a good weight. The knurling is really easy to hang on to, especially when it's wet and it's got soap on it. The Rockwell 6C. Yeah, there's a reason why this is one of the best ones. It's favored by a lot of wet shavers. And if I had to pick two, this is definitely in there with the top two. And then my other one is going to be the Timeless razor. Absolutely. This one's finished in the tuxedo finish, or the tuxedo razor etching. Yeah, it's got it on the top cap. Let's see if you can see that there. It's got it on the handle here. This is a razor. When I shaved with this razor, I just could not believe how easy and how efficient it shaved my face. This one is the 0.95, so it's the most aggressive one that they have. It's got the 100 millimeter handle on it and 14 millimeter wide. But this one is, so far, this one is the best shave I have ever gotten, ever. So yeah, that's my top two razors. You cannot go wrong with the Timeless razor. I wanted a Timeless razor for a really, really long time. I did not pay for this Timeless razor here. Yeah, I'm so happy that I have this in my collection. Now I think I'm going to go get another one. I might get a couple of them, to be honest with you. The next one I'm going to get is going to be the Bronze Open Comb. So yeah, this is such a great, amazing razor. I was actually pretty blown away with it the first time I shaved with it. Really, really cool. And then my favorite razor blade. Well, you know, if you watch my channel, you know that I'm a feather guy. I've been shaving with feathers since the beginning. But I came across a new blade that was recommended to me by a lot of seasoned traditional wet shavers. And it is the Tatra blade. This blade is so smooth. It is just so amazing. It's not the sharpest blade that I have, but it is so smooth that it makes up for not being the sharpest blade. Of course, feather is my sharpest blade, but I'm not saying this one's not sharp. This is super sharp, but it's got a chromium, platinum, and Teflon coating on it. And oh, it just makes the smoothest shave. I put this in a Mula R41, and I'll tell you what, guys, it made that Mula R41 feel like it could be a daily driver. This razor blade is so smooth. I was blown away by how smooth it was. I was like thinking maybe that it was a little mild, you know, and I was like shaving, and then I'm like, no, it's not mild. It's just so smooth that it feels like a mild razor blade. So this has actually taken over and become the best blade in my collection, in my opinion, so far. I agree with it very much. So anyway, that is my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 product challenge, and it definitely was a challenge. And I'm going to pick 5 gentlemen that I'm going to tag on this video, and I was very blessed to do this. I feel very blessed to do this. And if you 5 gentlemen that I tag would please do this challenge and accept this challenge and do it, I would be honored. That would be so great. So the very first guy I want, and no particular order. This just I had a list. Honestly, I had such a long list, and I was like, well, if I tag all these guys, then they're gonna have nobody to tag. You know, I already tagged everybody, so I narrowed that list. That was a challenge too. You know, I narrowed that list down to 5 people. So the first person I'm going to tag is Sean Staplefield. That's my brother, man. Sean is so awesome. He's doing such great stuff. His content is some of the best. So awesome. So Sean, brother, I challenge you to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 challenge. If you could please do that, if you could accept that, that would be great. I would love to see that. I would love to see your take on all this. That's very interesting to me. And then the second guy is of course, mi hermano, el gran chingón, el mero mero, Marcus Jesus Mendez, brother. I hope you accept this challenge and you do this. I know you've been doing this for a long time too. I'd be really interested to pick your brain and to see what you come up with and to see what you say about this. This is pretty awesome. Pretty exciting to see what you gentlemen would think about this. And then, so the third guy is Chad Makes Wet Shaving. Brother, I love your content. I know you just started and you're killing it out there. I like it, the way you're presenting it. It just seems to me when I watch your videos that, you know, it seems like you've been doing it forever. You're just so relaxed. You're so calm. You're just giving it the way it is, you know, and I really enjoy that. And you're so real on your videos. So Chad, brother, if you would accept this challenge, I'd be honored to see that. That'd be awesome. And then Rabbit Shaves, brother, I really like your content too. All you gentlemen that I picked right now, yeah, I really dig your content, and I'm really interested in what you guys have to say, because when I watch your videos, I think, man, that's really cool. You know, I can learn from these gentlemen. And so Rabbit Shaves, I know you just started, I believe you just started your channel too. So yeah, if you would accept this challenge, that'd be great. I'd love to hear what you have to say about the products that are in your collection. And then Shaven Solitude. I just happened to run across Shaven Solitude. I've watched a bunch of his videos. I don't even know if he has a bunch of them, but I've watched all of his videos, and he doesn't have much. He just started. He probably doesn't even know I'm subscribed to his channel. I've never commented on his channel, but brother, I want you to know that that we accept you into this community, and I like what you're doing, and I hope you will take on this challenge, because I know you're just starting. So I would really like to see, I'd really be interested to see what you think, what your favorite products are that you have in your collection. So Sean Staplefield, Marcus Jesus Mendez, Chad Makes Wet Shaving, Rabbit Shaves, and Shaven Solitude. If you 5 gentlemen can accept this, will accept this, do me the honor and accept this challenge, I would really appreciate that. That would be great. I would love that. That'd be great. Yeah. That's what brings this community together, you know. And yeah, anyway, I'm doing this with no editing. My editing software went kaput, so I'm just going from beginning to end. So if I screw up, I screw up. Hey, it is what it is. You know, I don't have to make my videos perfect and edit out all the mistakes. That's what makes it real, right? So anyway, hey, you guys take care. I'm really interested in seeing what you guys come up with. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I want to get this launched again. I want a lot of guys to start doing this. It's just a way to uplift others, to bring others together, and to pick each other's brains and see what you have in your collection that you like. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You guys take care of yourselves here. God bless.